Today we're going to be working on a hip exercise routine that focuses on mobility, flexibility, range of motion, and strengthening of the hip. More specifically, our hip external rotators. You're going to need a mini band, so make sure you have one nearby. First exercise of the routine is a 90-90 hold. So you're going to get into this 90-90 position where your front knee is facing forward with your knee bent to 90 degrees, and then your back leg is pointing outwards, again with your knee bent to 90 degrees. You want to make sure that your torso is upright and that your front heel and your back knee are in a nice straight line. You're going to be holding this position for 2 minutes, and you're going to be focusing on breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, filling your stomach up with air, and then you're going to exhale out through the mouth. For the purpose of this video, we're going to say that the 2 minutes is up, and we'll move on to our second exercise, which is a 90-90 active stretch. So staying in this 90-90 position, we're going to start by contracting the outside of our hip by pushing our knee down to the ground. You're going to hold this contraction for a total of 6 seconds. Make sure that you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And once this 6-second contraction is up, you're going to lower your torso down towards the ground by exhaling, focusing on the outside of your hip. And then once you reach your max position, you're going to inhale and then reset. Again, contracting the outside of your hip by pushing you down into the ground for a total of 6 seconds. Focusing on that breathing, and then once the 6 seconds is up, lowering your torso back down towards the ground, trying to get lower than you did the previous time. Nice and controlled, and then inhaling on your way up. You're going to do a total of 5 reps. So we're going to go again with that light contraction by pushing the knee down to the ground. You want to feel it in the outside of your hip. Once the 6 seconds is up, you're going to lower that torso down towards the ground, trying to get lower each time. Ultimately, you want to get your shoulders parallel with the ground, and then inhaling on the way back up. Again, light contraction by pushing your knee down to the ground, feeling it in the outside of your hip, focusing on your breathing. Once the 6 seconds is up, release the contraction, and then lower yourself back down towards the ground in a controlled manner, getting those shoulders parallel with the ground, and then bringing yourself back up. Again, for one more time, so nice light contraction, pushing that knee down into the ground, focusing on that breathing. 6 seconds is up, release the contraction, lower your torso back down towards the ground as low as you can go, and then control yourself back up. Once you're done, you're going to stand back up, and you're going to be standing on one leg. We're going to focus on the right side because that's the side I was doing on the ground. So if you need extra stability, you can grab a chair and hold on to it with your right side. You're going to pick your right knee up, and we're going to be focusing on external rotation. So what you want to do is you want to bring your foot up towards the ceiling as high as you can go. Once you reach your highest position, grab the foot with your left hand, and then just pull the foot a little bit higher. Release, and then come back down. You're going to do this for a total of 10 times, so rotating the foot in, picking it up for extra range, pulling it up, and then back down. Focusing on breathing and stability, so bringing the foot in, pulling it up for a little bit more, and then back down. If you feel that you don't need, you can work a little bit harder by having more core stability and leg stability by contracting the left glute, bringing the leg up, and then pulling it up. Back down, rotate in, pull up for higher range, and then down. Again, for a total of 10 reps, focusing on that breathing, just making sure that you're not holding in your breath throughout the exercise. So up, and then back down, up, pulling up for a higher range, back down, and again for the last time, pulling up and down. Once you've done, you can place the chair to the side. You're going to grab that mini band that we were talking about earlier, and you're going to place it around your ankles. So starting with your feet hip width apart, making sure that there's no arch in your back, so you want to tuck your ribs in and pull your belly button in towards your spine to give yourself a nice stable core. And what you're going to do is you're going to step out towards the side for a total of 10 steps, making sure that you keep your hips and torso stacked on top of one another, and that you don't lean out towards the side to take your step. So you're going to go back and forth for 10 steps. Once you're done, you're going to face forward, and you're going to do the same thing, just stepping out at a 45-degree angle. Again, making sure that your shoulders stay stacked on top of your hips, and that you don't lean out towards the side to take the step. Again, you're going to do it for a total of 10 reps there and back. Once you're done, you're gonna pull the mini band just above your knees. You're gonna stand shoulder width apart, making sure your feet are flat on the floor. Again, tuck your ribs in and pull your belly button in to avoid overextending your back. And you're gonna go for 10 squats. Making sure that when you squat down that your knees don't come in and that you're pushing the band out and creating tension in the band throughout the squats. So squatting down, making sure there's tension, and then back up. Again, for a total of 10 reps, nice and controlled, controlling the tension in the band, and making sure that your knees don't cave in. Focusing on that breathing throughout, so you don't want to hold in your breath during the exercise. And once you've reached those 10 repetitions, taking off the band, and that's it for today's hip exercise routine.